Mas aí eu não quero essa música. Eu quero. Deixa esse negócio tocar aqui. O que foi, Donzia? Bora. Bora. Hum. Hum. Viu? O cara falou aqui. O predestinado, camisa de força, Doni Darko, tempo, fonte da vida, a máquina do tempo, bônus, crimes temporais, bônus, coerência, bônus Dark. Predestinado já vi, camisa de força, não vi. Doni Darko ouvi falar. Contra o tempo. Fonte da vida, mó loucura esse filme. Máquina do tempo eu vi. Crimes temporais. Coerência. Dark. Muito boa essa série. A criada. Swim Pool. A criada. Ok. Hum, hum, hum. Ok. Hum. Eu gostei desse álcool de não. Hum, ok. É, o som, inglês.
Paris, city of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too, but ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
beber uma água, galera.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the Media King and the Ice Queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
The talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must...
Caramba, tá até agora aí.
Your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose.
Mas por que não tá mudando a tela pra
Excuse me
vocês?
for one moment, my dear girl.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Collard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation?
Ó,
It was a no-brainer.
ok, descobri área de interesse, vou indicar no circo animado, azul. Quando o ponteiro passar sobre o objeto que você quer interagir, vai mudar a animação do ícone refletindo a ação. Aperte o botão esquerdo do mouse para mostrar a ação. Clique na maleta para o seu inventário, mostrar objetos que você possui. O ícone do diário para acessar o diário. O ícone de interrogação para pegar dicas de puzzles. e ajuda de interface. Span Enable Restore Game Adjust Settings. É o de ferramenta ali, né? It can be found in the lower section of the screen. Puzzle. Puzzle é charada. É charada. Charada é riddle. Puzzle é mais um quebra-cabeça, sei lá. Hum. Mas a mulher falou que foi um suicídio? Tá, cara, eu não consigo entender. Por que que não tá pegando pra você? Espera aí, chat. Cara, não tá mostrando o... Lógico que não. Vamos ver. Ué, caramba. Ele tá mostrando a tela só. Vamos ver por quê, tá? Hum, hum. Não pega. Cara, qual que é o problema? Por que, cara? Não tá. LG ontem veio, ó. Mas eles vêm cá e não captura, né? Pra variar. Agora tá pegando o mouse. Vamos ver. Agora pega. Tá, esse é o... Tá. É, eu não consigo entender por que que ele... Né?
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job. I didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself. Not a good idea to touch the broken glass.
Hum.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him. Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before, and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's what I'd called him.
Sharpen's dead. What should I do? Pô, podia ter o português disso, hein? Search the whole potential clue. Stay out of sight of Imelda, and you won't be able to search without being interrupted. As well as a clue you may need to talk to Imelda. Try and get her attention. If you find Imelda on the phone, by the phone door. Ai, ai. Tá, já que eu posso fazer isso pra cá. Nossa, mas aí ficou... Deixa eu... Que bosta, cara. Papai mexe. Vamos lá. Caramba, que tem... Ah, cara, tem chato, cara. Não pode mudar de tela, não pode... Se eu põe full screen... Cara, não sai o trem. Aqui perde. E aqui? Não captura. Não dá pra ele por que ele não captura. Forçar SDR, o que isso vai fazer? Também não pega. Né? Vamos ver. Hum. Ei, pé no saco, senhor. Não funciona, cara, parada. O tamanhozinho do negócio. Vou ligar o jogo aqui também. Eu quero ver o jogo, velho. Enquanto isso. Era 0.
I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow. I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it. I closed his eyes. I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it. It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
Eita.
Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Que isso, é? Click on the wand.
Carchon had been shot. Carchon had been shot.
Ok.
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Eita.
A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
Ei, rapaz.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions. Pierre Carchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Ok.
Not a good idea to touch the broken glass.
Vai falar lá.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them. A Louis XIV table with an antique cloth. Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy. A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune. I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful. Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole. Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole. There was a tiny hole in the tabletop. Part of the inlay had been chipped away.
Just inventar um background, já clica nele e hold the mouse button. Vai quando drag daí hotspot. Ok, então é só segurar o botão. O que é isso aqui?
Aha! Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
Safe key.
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Ok.
A key. Maybe a safe key. The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol. It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat. It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact.
Acho que não tem mais nada. Tube of paint.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that. It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Let's out of the conversation.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard?
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything?
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
Eita.
Yes, that's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if my editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Your husband invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already, I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
Eita.
There was no one I needed to phone. Not until I had solved this case. Madame Cachon,
Please call me Imelda. We hardly need the formalities now, do we?
did Monsieur Cachon say nothing to you about my father?
No. I'm sorry, he never mentioned him.
Ok.
I was sure that there was more to find. I just had to keep looking. I thought of leaving, but was sure there was more to find.
Essa porta aqui.
The door was locked. It was the drawing room key. Now we were getting somewhere.
Get on the desk.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it. I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Cachon had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
Ok.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
Ok.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
Hum,
The painting was attached firmly to the wall. There was the very faintest of clicks. Behind the picture was a safe.
safe key.
A key. Maybe a safe.
Clica no SotT-TDC.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Cachon was past caring.
Ok.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
É... The paint, combine the paint and the lace.
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol. The tube of paint from Imelda's easel, French ultramarine.
The paint.
The artifact was like an old printer's block, covered in symbols.
Lace cloth.
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
É... Vou lá pegar minha água. Muito bom.
Filme? Eu tô assistindo o jogo no aparelhinho. Achei que ele tá vendo todos os jogos da Copa. Ela tá com o aparelhinho assistindo filme? Eu tô assistindo o jogo no aparelhinho. Você tá ligado que amanhã é lançamento da terceira temporada de House of the Dragon, né? Você tem a senha da HBO ainda? Eu tô pensando em assistir amanhã ao vivo, em vez de esperar chegar no aparelhinho. Você vai acompanhando?
Então, Game of Thrones, vou bem sincero, eu tô bem enjoadinho, viu? Achei a última bem. Aquela confusão daquele povo lá, achei meio assim, sei lá. Mas essa Cabo do Medo eu tô a fim de ver, tá? Essa Cabo do Medo aí. Mas pode ver sem problema, tá? Eu vou procurar aqui, amanhã eu te passo ela, tá? Que eu tenho que mexer no computador, ir no navegador, buscar o negócio aqui, a senha. Tô meio com preguiça de fazer agora, pra falar a verdade. Mas amanhã eu te passo sem falta, tá bom? Aí você pode ver aí. E eu não vou ver assim ao vivo, não. Pra não dar problema.
Diz que essa terceira temporada tá do caralho, tá? Eles estão falando que na segunda ficou que trem mais morno, mostrando o que quer fazer, que agora o pau vai quebrar, que não precisa ninguém esperar final feliz, que não é da série. E, não, eu já tô prontíssima para assistir com meu balde de pipoca.
Vou programar pra ver. Tá, place the paint in the... Vamos ver aqui.
No. No.
No?
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
The tray. Ah.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
In tray and place this. The stone cylinder in the tray. Oh.
I rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated. An antique tray with paint spread all over it. Not a lot I could do with that.
Tá, agora...
The cylinder was covered in the blue paint. I needed to work out what to do before the paint dried. Genius! The roller and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
Ó. Take the code.
It was some kind of coded message. It read, SotT-TDC. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité by the river housed the ancient law courts. So, SotT-TDC could in this case mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
Eita. Election. Push me, knock me out. Come to find almost feel sorry for her. Bought the store before the police. Emily doesn't trust me very much. Fortunately, she was chosen. I shall save the stone cylinder. SotT-TDC. SotT-TDC refers to a case that is under the jurisdiction of a court. With what code be letters? Caixões carrying a boat named Betudo la Concierge. The concierge being ancient law course. The code, the word subjudges. Should have followed the University literally the concierge. Ancient law courts. Ok. Inventor, leave the room. Take the call message from there. Let's get the stone cylinder. No?
I didn't need to take the leather holder with me. An antique tray with paint spread all over it. Not a lot I could do with that.
Okay.
Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of it read, SotT-TDC. Locked, not surprising really. I didn't need the lights on. It was light enough already. I didn't need the...
Fala com ela, querida, vai.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving. Do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask...
Don't worry. You were never here.
SotT-TDC was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Pronto. An hour later.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed. An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way. The fence wouldn't move. This fence wouldn't move either.
Ok.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Click on the push of the left. Eita, o da esquerda. A moves moving the block so release the gate to open blocks move along the lanes of each customer horizontally. Hum. To move, click on.
Yes! One down, one to go.
Hum. Hum. Eu tiro isso aqui. Difícil pra caramba, hein? Hum. Uh-uh.
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
É difícil, cara. Ah. Ah. Hum. Hum. É... O que é isso aqui, cara?
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Tem que entrar.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy. In more ways than one. I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place. Oops. Moving the skiff would only damage it more. An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
Olha só que we're able to finding a grotto.
The brass case was smooth and perfectly round. The brass case was smooth and perfectly round. No handle, nothing obvious, but there had to be a way to open it. The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right, left, right. But what did it mean here? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Tem que deixar coisa.
The hole was too small even for my little hand. The brass case was smooth and perfectly round.
Ué?
The artifact was like an old printer's block, covered in symbols. Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
Following the code of the coded message. Rotate by dial by clicking on the two buttons on the top of the dial. The left button is the S and the right button is the D. The order in which you push S, D, S.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe. Another click, another step closer. I love the sound of locks clicking open.
Take this one in the back from the slot.
I removed the stone cylinder.
Nossa. No is blocked. Someone has got a great legends to protect something. Ai. Ah. Ah, acabou o jogo, não? Ainda não. On the cross.
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternity. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
Acho que é isso mesmo.
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force. With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again. If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
Drag the shell case to the...
The panel wouldn't move.
Peraí.
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious. The brass case was smooth and perfectly round. The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere. I removed the shell case. I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Take the crushed.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Entendi.
No way would I be able to force the door open.
Drag the shell case to the open.
I removed the shell case. ut lex vel ut next. The panel wouldn't move. The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
Ok. Vamos ver o que vai fazer agora aqui. Tem um pouco qualquer diferença.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Tô entendendo.
No way would I be able to.
Vem, volta e tira. E vai, fica nisso.
I removed the shell case.
Liga. Pronto, e aí?
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what? The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now
Yeah.
jammed.
Jammed. Hum, ah, hum, que classe.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open. I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Boa.
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Hum.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it
Propósito.
tie in with Carchon?
Cadê a luz desse lugar, gente?
Amazing! The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Hum.
A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it. That wasn't going to help. That wasn't going to help. A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
Não, meu caro.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years. The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. Fascist regalia, a message of hate. The flags had faded, but their Fascist regalia, a message of hate.
Ok.
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code. Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens? It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk. This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Canchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume, a penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Canchon? My articles about the costume killer. My articles about the costume killer. My articles. Oh my God. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Canchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it, and people were getting murdered. One thing was clear. Someone connected to Canchon had been watching me.
Been watching me.
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old. The congealed coffee wasn't appealing. The congealed coffee wasn't appealing.
Okay. This means that the different symbol was being used to represent each letter of the alphabet. Nossa. É. É W. Nossa. Nossa, isso tudo.
Tocar a vida de um jeito simples. É acordar e já resolver.
For the one or two letters wasn't trying out Auri or
Aproximação, sem sair do pertinho de quem você ama. É ter tudo o que precisa na palma da mão. Você me resolve. Você me resolve. Um bebê, você resolve tudo rápido.
every common. For the first common glyph and trying. Yeah. Por que pi? Agora sim. Cadê o... Rapaz. Full report to follow. Full report. Vai invertido. Isso aqui vira T. Follows. É ponto? Ah, não, é o W. But to wait. Que ele é o A, será? Arrow. Twin. Threat. Take. Great. Urgent. Cadê? N. Purpose to follow, but wait. Arnold. I am too urgent to wait. Arnold. I'm not. Need no needle meat no it's me how often who H but think I'm too urgent report to follow Arnold both think I'm not I never got out of who dare together. Dare. Ué, já foi. Danger. Arnold and Anada both dead. Olha aí, ó. Arnold and Anada both dead. Think I'm not a solid. I needed me meet him. Meet Mick, MJ, means V, messy. It me, who, take great care. Okay, I know another both that. I'm not a coincidence. Indeed, it become. I need it meeting that all of one who care case mesmo in great care. Nada. Ok. Yamada. Bully. July. X. Pronto. Tá bom. Ok. Another state room. Ok. Que isso? Ah, cara, qual é, velho? Mini. Report. Follow. This is to urgent. End. Yamada. A coincidence. July. Take. Vou esse de novo não, né?
I had decrypted the note. It read, Pierre, full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X. I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't?
Não sabemos, querida.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story. I had enough for a story, an amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Ó.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
No.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends, powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
Ah.
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
Eita.
I'd only been in Paris for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Nossa. É aí que ele entra.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was gonna do. I was gonna find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty, and equality, and, fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that, and money, of course.
Praise vacation. My long is alive drinking enjoy sunshine ladies. Oh, the café de explode. Explode. A call left a bomb in accordion. Killed a guy and nearly killed me. The bringing of the justice. Once I got something. 9 years. Georgia's fight disposal. What should I do now? Search the debris for clues. There's a newspaper roll against them, so the cafe, pick up and read all the articles.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence. I considered straightening the table.
O cara tá trabalhando lá.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Please, hold it right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Mou. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
En avant.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Mou?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk.
É, o cara tava aí, pô.
I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Deceased? É o morto, né? Sim.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Palhaço.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind,
Aye.
and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened...
I
Are
did
you
it.
serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
O cara fecha, né, velho? The Roster's calling card. Oh, the garage exploded. Police don't think I am in the explosion. What a relief. But who was responsible?
Sergeant Moo?
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure. What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say. Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
See you later, Sergeant. The card read, Augustin Rosso, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery. I considered straightening the table. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism.
Sensationalism.
The leading article referred to the visit of... I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345. The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
Next to this with lamp started on the paper, you'll not be able to back out of the screen to have clicked on everything. Don't.
Excuse me, mademoiselle?
Mademoiselle?
Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation in Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
It's him again.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantard. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah. Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
With a very cute which is really Nico College. She worked for La Liberté, some kind of newspaper. She didn't the bomb, she didn't remember.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist?
Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Hum.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel bit. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Muito bom, cara.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Pah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals.
Liberals.
Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Bucephalus.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
O cara deixou lá e pronto.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful. It was a metal rod with a handle at one end and a short cross piece at the other.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Oh, hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing?
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
See you.
Take on the bonus key. Not the location of the phone for later. Head to the left to go back to the front of the cafe and then go right to Den Alley.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked. The clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign of him now. I was intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
Nossa, coisa pra caramba aqui.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. I decided I'd had enough. It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Nossa.
There was nothing of interest.
É.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands. I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Ok. Cara, eu vou comer alguma coisa, preciso. Preciso salvar esse trem aqui, ó. Muito bom, velho. Viajado. Ai. Ok. Vamos entrar no buraco. Opa. Esse cara vem.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose. The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris. It was a bright red plastic nose, part of a clown's costume.
On the ground and by clicking on the door to find out where it comes from. Head for the research system, pick up the tissue.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
And the spikes.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers. It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Led by the spikes, we follow the path of the clown.
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back, and now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
What we're looking for. Closer's calling card. When he doubts who you are.
A telephone. I need to make an urgent call.
There is no telephone here. I want to know what you were doing in the sewer.
Didn't you hear the explosion?
In the sewer? A deadly cocktail of combustible gases and chemicals, most likely.
No, at the cafe. A deadly cocktail of accordion music and villainy. Most definitely.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful. Did you say accordion music?
Yeah, that fiend had no mercy. He was disguised as a clown. By the time the bomb went off, he'd run to the sewer and made his escape.
Mon Dieu! Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type.
Just like
you.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
É.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
Mm-hmm. What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Mm-hmm. Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture. Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite
well, you would say.
She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Boa.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Off the scent.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
No.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Okay. In the ground to the left of the tent and county code.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Que é o cara lá. Ocupado?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
HP de novo.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Who's this?
Hello, Nico Collard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there.
Exato.
But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Ó. Amazing. The hero is there. Someone connected with the custom killer murders. Strange guy carried planted phone saying he had information about the custom killer. How did he know I was writing this story? Let alone that it happened in Spike. Café, Buddha should go if a trapping. Okay, watching me. Maybe police straight away, Bonnie, love it. Come after me. Can't believe it. One is speaking this story. Someone powerful got to him. Someone connected with cash on. That's the business. My big break, and now I must let it go. Meeting planted. Explosive results. Arrived to meet planted. Turns out the café has been blown up. The test victim of the custom killer. Where will I be next? Meet American guy, George. Was calling the blast. Have a give a number, mistake. Pestering me. George Cullen was found some clues. I invited me to find one myself before it arrived. Sure, I go to the police characters and investigate. Okay.
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call. My first Teddy never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
Ó. Meu lanche está pronto.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's. It was the drawing room key. It was one of my hair clips.
The box was one of the few things my father... The elephant... The box was... The elephant...
É. O que ela vai falar aí?
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
Ok.
You have no messages.
No, I'm not giving up.
A musiquinha. É a musiquinha não.
I know where we are going, but I pray to God that we are gonna get there. Stay with me, don't leave me where you going. I can't be left alone out of my own. I really do not know where we are going, but I pray to God that we are going.
Ok. Vou pegar meu lanche. Volta agora. Eita.
Que deixam a própria marca. E o Mercado Livre acredita nessa mulher real, que muda, inventa, resolve e E quando você precisar, para qualquer uma das suas diversas versões, o app do Mercado Livre tá cheio de ofertas, com frete grátis a partir de Todo dia é dia de Mercado Livre. Clique no banner e aproveite.
Morango, uva, ice e muitos outros. Produtos com nicotina, como vapes e cigarros, podem ter diferentes sabores para parecerem inofensivos, mas isso é para atrair você. Eles disfarçam o gosto, o cheiro e até a sensação de fumar, mas o efeito negativo e derivados de tabaco faz mal à saúde. Não fume. Se quiser parar, procure a unidade de saúde mais próxima e informe-se sobre o tratamento. Ministério da Saúde, Governo do Brasil, do lado do povo brasileiro.
Não, tá bom, viu? Diferente esse macarrão, cara. Eu gostei desse macarrão do cara lá. Compartment. On the left.
Mademoiselle Collard. Oh, hello there. Don't tell me I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous. I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Acabou o lanche. Está ótimo.
Através do programa Trilhas de Futuro, eu poderia me ingressar no mercado de trabalho.
Isso só foi possível porque Minas colocou as contas em ordem. Programas como Trilhas de Futuro, onde mais de 100.000 jovens já se formaram em cursos técnicos gratuitos. Minas é pra frente. Governo de Minas.
Clique no banner e ouça a playlist País do Futebol, apresentada por Nubank. E no País do Futebol, nenhum lance pode ficar pra trás, especialmente o gol do Brasil. Com no céu, a conexão 5G mais rápida do Brasil, e WhatsApp ilimitado pra comemorar com a galera. Traga seu número. Nubank faz valer.
É.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
The woman who claimed to be my cousin. Could you describe her again?
Well, she was your height, a hair lighter than yours, but otherwise she was very like you. But with impeccable manners, of course.
I bet. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle, au revoir. Cadê o café de La Chantelle?
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Ah, a cara dele.
There was nothing I could do. The workman had everything under control. Hello?
Yes,
I need to take some more pictures.
of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
Hello?
Yes.
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
I need to take some more pictures.
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Click on the mirror.
Oops, stupid thing. A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items, a strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code. The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie. Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
Hey, here we go again. There's a written cipher. The different symbol as being used to represent each letter to the alphabet. Crack the code, you must correctly match all the symbols of the corresponding letter. Highlight a symbol, then highlight the corresponding letter. If you make a mistake, click on the go back button to step back. Or you can reset the moment by clicking the reset button. You can go back to reset. Primeiro L esse é um todo esquisito. Plantard, Pierre, cadê? Killed, murdered. Must Yamada. We will must have followed. He will he'll come to us now. We must be vigilant. There is a girl broke into Pierre's safe. She roars me. Imelda. Plantado. Pierre killed. Mother must have followed trail from Arnold and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Terry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She's worrying us. Imelda.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell a story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Eita.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
E a garrafa aqui?
Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
No.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Eu vi que falou ali. Any offense, it was.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside. The slab was too heavy for me to lift. I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been... A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it. That wasn't going to help.
Justiça. Ah, meia lá, ó.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Close up. Take the photograph fragment.
folders were empty. Someone had removed anything that they thought could be incriminating. A photograph had been torn up. If I could just arrange the pieces.
Move fragment, move pointer. Ok, fragment.
Oh my God. It can't be.
É o pai dela? Ok. Sim. Um buraco aqui sim. Parece que é o pai dela, né? Nossa.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father. Papa, oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Crachon, while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
If you back out before moving the fort, you can find it on the desk below the safe. Later that afternoon. Amanhã outro programa no café. Swears. Have a Jack's away. If you back out before moving the fort, you can find it on the desk below the safe. That is in the correct place. Ok, acho que tá bom, cara. Interessante, capítulo 5 agora, parece. Ok, valeu!